today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Leading them out, their quarterback in his 8th season now from Southern Cal, Matt Barkley.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Finding room at the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed as evidenced there. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Oh, now he bowls him over. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 15 carries, 98 yards, 2 shy of 100.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on it.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Brown. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Brady now on first down. To Evans on the slant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The numbers for Evans a week ago. 3 catches, 108 for the yardage and the score, too.
And that touchdown adds to his lead. He is the NFL leader as we roll through November.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. On the delay, Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Zach Kerr, the big defensive tackle, the one to get him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And another tackle broken. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We're scoreless after 1.
At the 17-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Barkley. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
McCaffrey. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Barkley. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Barkley. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Still fighting for more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Barkley. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 3rd and short.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski, as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And the Buccaneer first down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Barkley. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Then he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Tampa Bay.
Now a first down carry by Jones. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 41. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. He's got Evans. And he's taken down inside the 30. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. And we're back now in Charlotte. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now here's Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
23-yard attempt.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And how about this? It's complete. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And look there, not a good sight. Gronkowski down. And you just hope it's not that knee again. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
They're on 15-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Barkley. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Barkley. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Barkley. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 4th down now after a loss of 2. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Brady to throw. Over the middle to Evans. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers, and a quick slant or something like that.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping so.
Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also in. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Their own 18-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Back to throw, Brady, forced out to his left. And looking again for Gronkowski, he's got him this time. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And here in overtime,
it screwed me again. I called timeout.
Scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. That's caught by Hollister. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
At the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Barkley. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The pickup. 2nd and 6.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. At the Buccaneers.
2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Barkley. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Barkley. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Panthers, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6.